or either I was kidnapped by strangers and I just found release. What you're giving me is not a good excuse for not reporting. Because in this court, I always tell people if there's an issue, let your probation officer know. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call somebody. You're telling me you should have known, you should have called somebody and you didn't. Oh, no, I haven't called it yet. You're still doing great. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 9998 State versus Felix Acuna. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Defense?
Dwight Chumley for Mr. Coon.
All right. And are you Mr. Acuna? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Probation? With your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Felix Xavier Montoya Acuna who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 9998 for the offense of driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 on March 28, 2024 for a term of 2 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Felix Xavier Montoya Acuna did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, September, October, November, and December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Yes, ma'am. True.
State.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Felix Xavier Montoya Acuna did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, and March 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
We waive and abandon the remainders, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waivers?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison and up to a $500 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 4 and 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. The state is asking that you revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence him to 2 years in the state jail facility based on the stipulations that he has absconded from probation and the court since going on 10 months.
Your Honor, we have a explanation to, if I might inquire of my client. Your Honor.
Yes, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Yes, Mr. Coon, you're here in front of the judge today and you've been on probation for a little over a year, maybe a year and a half. Can you explain to the judge, you pled true that you did not report on the various months in 2024. Can you explain to the judge what your situation was and why that did not happen?
My situation was that I was traveling back and forth from San Marcos to San Antonio, and back and forth. I didn't have time to check in. I know I should have picked up the phone, honest to my heart. I know I should have called at least several times, but I didn't. Between work and back and forth traveling, finding transportation to get over there and come back was hard for me, and I.
So here's the thing, if he was actually living in San Marcos,
No.
I was gonna clarify for you.
Yes.
I was explaining to the judge, you were living in San Antonio and working in San Marcos, is that correct?
Yes.
And what type of work were you doing there?
I was doing construction.
I don't understand.
I was doing.
here's the thing though, I don't understand why you didn't pick up the phone to call probation. I thought his testimony was gonna be, I was in a coma. I just woke up, or either I had a serious injury.
I got busy with work, yes, ma'am.
So I don't know what you want me to do.
Yes, I will, if I might ask, you were required to connect on a interlock device for your vehicle, is that correct?
On my vehicle, yes,
And you were able, you did go through the process of doing that, is that correct?
on the homing device.
Okay, and then you had another requirement condition that you met involving the training report, which you explained to me that you had done. You have records of doing.
on the process of me being on probation, I completed the education program, the DWI education program. And on the other side, I did complete the DWI in involuntary.
We have proof of that?
Impact, the VIP, the impact program, and I also have a certificate for the family parent class.
All right, where's the certificate?
I have it at home. I did not appreciate, I mean, I appreciated that I'm here at court, but I did not know, and I don't have any
Oh,
relatives
did you
here.
ever turn that over to probation that you've completed that?
I sent a message to my probation officer.
All right, probation, do you have proof that he has any of that? All right, is there anything else?
If it makes a difference to you, Judge, I think if you give him a couple days, he's been in custody, how long now? 60 days?
60 days. I am a trustee too, so yeah, 60 days.
I could maybe fetch that stuff for you.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna revoke you. I'm gonna sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a 2-year license suspension. And I'll order the therapeutic community. Counsel, if you're able to provide the court proof that he has done those things, then the court will reconsider, not revoking him, but reconsider the amount of time.
Thank you,
All right,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. All right, we can go off the record. So if your attorney is able to bring documentation to the court that you have actually done those classes, I will reconsider the sentence of 2 years. I'm not going to continue on probation. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation, but I'll consider classes that you've completed. Do you understand?
Okay, bye.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back.
Give me a
Bring it
phone
back,
number.
bring it back.
Yeah. Who do I call? Okay.
Yes, we'll get it to you.
478
Okay,
81
478.
427. My bad, I'm sorry, 427 64 80.
All right, and Melissa,
Yes,
And
sir.
her name
on
is,
your case, if you all have already done all of the paperwork, you can appear by Zoom.
No,
Court is calling 2024 CR 010818 and 2024 CR 010820, State versus Freddie Ariano. Can I have parties announced?
Ashley Jones for the state.
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
And are you the defendant in this case?
it's fine.
Counsel, in each of the cause number, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. And each of the cause numbers, did you review the true bill of indictment, sir, with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment in each cause number?
I do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented and the cause number ending in 18?
We are not, Your Honor. The state is proceeding only on count 2 of that indictment, and we will waive the remaining counts.
No objections.
And are you proceeding on the indictment as presented and the cause number ending in 20?
We are not, Your Honor. The state, again, will proceed only on count 2, but paragraph D of that indictment.
No objections.
All right, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 18, you're charged with aggravated kidnapping, bodily injury, and cause number ending in 20, you're charged with aggravated sexual assault. Each of those cause numbers, the range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
In each of the cause numbers, do you believe your client has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do so believe, Judge.
In each cause number, do you believe your client is currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, and just for the record, he was assessed psychologically and came back competent.
And sir, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter these pleas?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain agreement
Yes, Your Honor.
with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the state is proceeding on count 2. And in the cause number ending in 20, they're proceeding on paragraph D of count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There are no applications. The case will run concurrently. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea in each of the cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge, motions have been filed, but the answer to your question is no.
And cause number 2024 CR 010818, how do you plead to count 2?
No contest.
And cause number 2024 CR 010820, how do you plead to count 2, paragraph D?
No contest.
State any evidence in each of those cause numbers.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments for both cause numbers.
We have no objection in either cause.
In each cause numbers, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. In each of the cause numbers, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
All right, state, is there a reason the court should follow this agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, we have spoken with the complainant in depth. She is an adult and this is the outcome that she wants.
All right, then cause number 2024 CR 010818, the court is finding you guilty. There's an affirmative finding. There is to be a $1,500 fine. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 10820. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant. There's to be no contact with minors. And there's 10 years in the prison, credit for any time served. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that cause number?
Your Honor, was this cause number 20?
No, this is 10818. In that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Next, the court is proceeding with 10820. The court is finding you guilty. There's an affirmative finding and also an affirmative finding of family violence, Chapter 62 compliance. There's a $1,500 fine, 10 years in the prison. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 10818. There's to be no contact with the complainant, and there's to be no contact with minors. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that cause number?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal in that cause number? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're receiving the 10 years because the complainant was satisfied with your receiving 10 years. If you would have went to a jury trial and the jury were to find you guilty, they probably would have given you life. You understand?
Mhm.
You're not supposed to treat people that you claim to love this way. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, my understanding, there's going to be a victim impact. The
Yes.
deputy's going to take you over to that side. You court is calling 2025 CR 003649, State versus David Wayne Huff. Can I have parties announce?
Matthew finished for David Huff, Your Honor, ready.
And are you Mr. Huff?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
We have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Huff, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do waive, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes.
All right. Did you review the court's admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, within 1,000 feet of a playground, and that makes it a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Huff, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state recommends community supervision. They will take in consideration 2025 PF 06925. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
We've reviewed those, Your Honor. We have no objections.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we waive PSI today.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client is motivated. He's accepted responsibility today. He's asking the court to follow this plea bargain. We would ask that you sentence him accordingly and follow our recommendations to the court as well.
All right, so how long have you been using?
About 10 years.
All right, why did you start? What happened in your life?
My mom, my dad, and my stepdad was killed in the car wreck.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Kind of messed me up, but
So are you, if you were tested today, what would the results be? All right, positive for what?
Uh,
And what else? All right, so here's the thing, where you're starting at now today, it's the court's hope that this probation, you'll improve and you'll get clean and sober and you stay clean and sober. So do you have any support system?
yes, ma'am. They want me to go to treatment.
Right, so I mean, do you have, where are you, who do you still with?
I got my own house. I stay in Castleberg Road. But,
Okay, so do you live by yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any children?
No, I got 2 kids, but they live in West Texas.
And what are their ages?
My son's 24, and my daughter's 18.
All right, do you have any grandchildren?
No, yeah.
Okay, are you working at all?
sir.
What do you do?
I work for, right now I work for People Ready.
I'm sorry, what?
For People Ready as an electrician.
Okay.
So.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's to be no contact with Veronica Renee, Renee Trevino. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. 120 sober meetings in 120 days. A referral to felony drug court. TAP evaluation. Out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations. Probation, is there anything else he needs? And I'm sorry, taking consideration 2025 PF 06925.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am, I appreciate it.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. So if there's an issue, talk to your probation officer. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court. And nobody can help you, and we can't help you with your drug addiction if you don't want to help yourself. Now, I've ordered that you have a TAP evaluation out of custody. They're going to give you a date for that. If you miss that date, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed. You're going to be taken into custody. Either you'll make bond or you won't make bond, and I'll hear that motion to revoke. So If you need to get an appointment booklet, get an appointment booklet and put your dates down. You understand? And when you leave here today, other than following their instructions, you need to go to a sober support meeting. Those are the NA meetings, so you can get your life back on track. Because if you continue to use, only two things going to happen. Either you're going to end up in prison, right? And you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose even more time with your children. Or either somebody's going to have to come down and identify your body. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we
Thank
excuse-
you. Yes. Just have him remain in custody to speak with probation.
Restitution is.
Okay, I mean, I'll do that. Just, yeah, it's over here. Yeah, I'm going in order. I just have to put this in the system. Court is calling 2024 CR 0123112, State versus Roberto Avalos Jr. Can I have the parties announce?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Jimmy Callahan defense.
All right, and are you Mr. Roberto Avalos Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Avalos, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Avalos, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand,
Yes, ma'am.
counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering into this agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Avalos, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Oh, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State offers stage 1 and attachments.
No objection.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Fair County District Clerk's records reflect 44 days. I think that might be slightly inaccurate because I believe he's been under arrest either in this county or in other county since August the 22nd, 2023.
All right, if you will make sure to verify that with the clerk. What I can tell you, sir, if there is any time that you've been in custody while this case has been open, you'll receive credit for that. All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money run concurrent. There's to be no contact with Dora, D-O-R-A, Marie, M-A-R-I-E, Bravo. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor, but for, I believe that's some required under rules of ethics, the pending case is complainant, or rather the person you said he must have no contact with. I think that case is still pending in your court.
All right. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Where are we on discovery?
I think probably we have, what we need, I would imagine, Judge. There's two issues I'd like to address with the court. One is, he was remanded without bond. My client, actually came to my office, I don't know, maybe about a month before the trial setting. He doesn't have a phone. He did leave me an email address, I think, or my office got an email address. I tried to send him an email, but it didn't go through. He didn't ever receive a letter or notice in the mail about the trial date. And so he really didn't have any notice of the setting.
All right,
And so I was
so
gonna see if we could get a bond set or get the bond
Oh,
reinstated.
you'd have to,
Yeah,
File.
I'm not evading, Mama. I'm
No.
on my way.
you'd have to file a motion, and the soonest we'll be able to hear it is Monday.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, Judge. And I guess the other issue is that, I think we need to get a trial date on that if he's not gonna be able to get out.
all right, so what we'll do is we'll recall it on, Norma, recall this for Monday, the 19th. That'll be the hear your bond issue, okay?
Judge, is it possible that, is there any other day that, is it start the Monday? Or is Monday the day?
You want the 20th, the 22nd?
The 22nd would probably be better
All right,
if it's possible.
sure. Ms. Ferguson, recall this for May 22nd to hear the bond issue.
So the same.
All right, and then if you want a jury trial, you need to decide if you want a jury trial or bench.
Trial.
All right, if you want a bench trial, talk to your attorney. And then if you'll confer with the state, we can do a bench trial quickly. So just talk to the state on a date. This is a state jail, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So it shouldn't take that long.
No.
It should be done in a day.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So just let us know when you would like that.
All right, thank you,
No,
Judge.
they're gonna be requesting a bench trial. Thank you. Have a good day.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too. All right, who's here on Lazarus Carrillo?
Daniel de la Garza and Marcus.
Are they're in the hallway. Can you peep out in the hallway and tell them, come on down? Yes. No, yes, for the bond hearing. And then if they can do whatever they want on the bench trial. I mean, if they wanted, yes. Oh, I'm sure the state will agree. Yes, and if you all want a bench trial,
Judge, the state is just gonna tell you maybe, I guess. So I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
I'm sure it'll be a yes. Just figure out what date you all want your bench trial. It should be a day.
Okay.
All right, they're gonna bring your guy back from the back. My understanding is that the bondsman is on his bond. All right, so where is Lazarus
Right here.
Korea? Come down, please. Okay, my understanding that this came from another court. It's been on the docket since August 2024. So this is what we're gonna do. Y'all are not seeking the death penalty, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to give you all, do you have all of the discovery? Do you know if you have all discovery?
That's what I think we're gonna have to go over, and that's why we're asking for 45 days, because of the two places, and just make sure that she's got it and that we've gotten it from her.
All right, Miss Ferguson, recall this. I'm gonna recall this for 60 days. Say, at that time, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer to the defense.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right.
What's it?
July 14th.
Okay. that's
On that
perfect.
date, what's going to end up happening in this court, I like for things to move, for progress to be made. So on July 14th, your counsel is going to have all the discovery. The state is going to tender an offer. After that, you're going to get a 30-day reset, and that's going to be your plea deadline date. And on that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement with the state. If you have not reached an agreement, your next court date is going to be a jury trial. And for jury trials, the court does not consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Nor the defense. attorney.
All right, thank you. Then the deputies will take him back.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, who's here on Summer Mascata? Hello, come forward. So where are we on discovery?
Judge, I'm not certain, to be honest with you. As I expressed to the court yesterday, I was unaware that this case had been indicted or was set this week until I received an email from the court on Monday stating that the time that the court was having docket had changed. So as a result, I haven't had an opportunity to fully review all of the discovery. I hadn't talked to my client in over a year, Judge, so I haven't had an opportunity to discuss this case with her recently. I know I was here yesterday and there was some concern about me being able to reach her. We did get a hold of her. I do have new contact information for her, so that shouldn't be an issue. So
No,
we
she
were,
came in late yesterday, so she made it after, this is a full service court, after we used our contacts in court to reach out to her. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset on this date. State you need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right, June 12th,
great, thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
after she signs the reset form.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Who is here on Christian Reyna? Christian Escobar Reyna? All right, who's here on Ada's? Oh, we're waiting for Deputy Laura.
Yes, Judge.
We have a new book that is recent by McFadden,
Which one is that?
The Tenant.
Okay.
So it sounds like from reading the cover, it sounds like it's going to be similar to The Colony. I don't know. Mario Garza. All right, thank you. Deputy Laura, it appears that he's listening to his attorney now. All right, counsel, where are we on discovery? Have you received it?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
And that's okay. State, were you able to tender an offer?
Yes, Judge.
All right, sir, how old are you?
54.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll set this in 2 weeks for a plea deadline date, please. All right, we'll be back on May 29th. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement by that time, your next court date will be a jury trial date. Thank you for addressing appropriate for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
All right, good seeing you. All right, just give me a moment, please.
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত, কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি। সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছু একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে। তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন?
নিয়ে যাই,
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজে ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা।
বাকলাভা এবং চিজ,
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভার
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক,
চিজ কেক, এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন, আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি, পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা। ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি। টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টমিয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই। এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক, ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান, তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছি আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই, তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা,
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
chân thật và kiên nhẫn con mang theo gieo thiện lương muôn phương bằng cả trái tim thiên thần còn nhìn thấy khắp nơi mẹ trên trời cao con rớt xuống đây khóc được làm em bé xíu của mẹ này dịu dàng mẹ cười đón thiên thần đáng yêu mẹ nhìn
Mình đang tô bằng cái màu đỏ nha, một cái màu đỏ tươi rất là lộng lẫy cho chú công này, với bộ lông dài. Mình đã tô xong cái phần đuôi là màu tím và màu đỏ nha. Mình sẽ tô đôi chân với cái màu nâu. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Tới cái phần chân là cái màu nâu nè. Bộ lông dài, bộ đuôi dài lên nó sẽ che hết cả cái phần chân của chú công này nha. Mình sẽ tô phần lông trên bằng cái màu vàng. Vàng và cam kết hợp.
আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না
On top of that, it is slightly overcooked.
আমার নাম প্রীতি ইসলাম। আমি আজকে কোকোনাট রাইস রান্না করেছি। কোকোনাট রাইস উইথ গ্রিল চিকেন অ্যান্ড কোরিয়ান্ডার সস, সাথে পামকিনের আরেকটা সস দিয়েছি। ডেজার্টে দিয়েছি বাহারি মোহনভোগ।
আপনার মানে এই যে রেসিপি জি সব কিছু মিলিয়ে কি মনে হয় সেরা রাঁধুনিতে পার্টিসিপেট করার জন্য এটা দিস ইজ বেস্ট রেসিপি?
জি, আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এটা বেস্ট হবে।
প্রীতি, ফার্স্ট থিং আমি আপনাকে টেকনিক্যাল জিনিসটা বলি,
Yeah, sure.
ঠিক আছে? It's very dry. Second জিনিস হলো গিয়ে whole roast is not the ideal thing to do when you're serving this at a restaurant or এরকম একটা কুকিং শোতে. You don't expect the judges or the customer এটাকে কেটে নেবে. On top of that, it is slightly overcooked.
এখন একটু আমরা টেস্ট করে দেখি। আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না, ভালো, থ্যাংক ইউ। আর ডেজার্টটাও মাইল্ড, মানে মিষ্টির ব্যালেন্সটা ভালো আছে। জি জি। কিন্তু ব্যাপারটা হয় কি যে যখন আমরা অডিশনে আসি তখন এতগুলো জিনিস দিয়ে আসলে অডিশন না।
আমি এনেছি কারণ আমি হচ্ছে ফুল প্ল্যাটারটাই সার্ভ করতে
ঠিক আছে,
এটা আমার ইন্টেনশন।
এতগুলো না দিয়েও আপনি শুধু একটার উপর যদি ফোকাস দিতেন
জি জি
তাও মনে হয় আপনার
আমি
বেস্ট হতো।
সবগুলোর উপরে সমান ফোকাস দিয়েছি। বাই মিস্টেকেনলি একটু ফল্ট হয়েছে হয়তো, কিন্তু আমি চেষ্টা করছি খুব যত্ন করে করার। অ্যাকচুয়ালি
আসলে যত্নের ছোঁয়া এখানে আছে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এবং রেসিপির মধ্যেও আমার কাছে ভিন্নতা লেগেছে, আর কিছু টেকনিক্যাল ফল্ট আছে। তো আমার মনে হয় ওইগুলো যদি একটু কারেকশন করা যায় তাহলে ইট ওয়াজ গুড।
প্রীতি, the chicken has flavor, চিকেনটা মজা, সসটাও মজা, রাইট? বাট বেসিকে প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে। বেসিক ইজ আপনার কুকিংটাই তো ওভারকুকড।
আমাকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি পোলট্রি চুজ করতে হতো মেবি এই ক্ষেত্রে।
ফার্মের মুরগি ইউজ করলে মনে হয়
পোলট্রিটা বেশি জুসি।
অফ কোর্স
আমার এটা ফল্ট হয়েছে, এটা আমি বুঝছি।
প্রীতি, আই থিঙ্ক ওভারঅল টেস্ট ভালো আছে, অ্যান্ড আই থিঙ্ক ইটস আ গুড এফর্ট। উই ওয়ান্ট টু গিভ ইউ আ চান্স।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়েট করেন, আসেন, আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেওয়া হবে।
আমার খুবই ভালো লাগছে যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি। আমি কিন্তু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পাবো, আর আমি এখন অপেক্ষায় আছি নেক্সট রাউন্ডে ঢাকা যাওয়ার জন্য। আমি আশাবাদী যে আমি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত যেতে পারবো। Hello, xin chào các bạn đến với kênh YouTube của mình nha. Hôm nay chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tô màu bức tranh Một bông hoa mặt trời. Chúng mình cùng tô màu nha. Một bông hoa mặt trời, mình sẽ tô phần đôi môi nha, với cái màu đỏ nè. Đây là đôi môi nha.
Với đôi môi là cái màu đỏ. Mình đã tô xong nha. Cái màu hồng. Cái màu hồng phấn mình sẽ tô hai bên má nha. Hai bên má bằng cái màu hồng phấn này. Mình đã tô xong một bên rồi này.
ওয়াও মনে হয়, ভিজুয়ালি দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, প্রেজেন্টেশনটা ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি। ঢাকা অডিশনের জন্য একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে নেক্সট রাউন্ডে আমি যেতে পারবো কিনা।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী।
সুরাইয়া পারভিন, কি বানিয়েছেন আপনি?
আমি একটি ডেজার্ট নিয়ে এসেছি আজকে, লেয়ার কার্ড ফ্যান্টাসি।
আমি জানি না টেস্ট কেমন, আমি জাস্ট আপনার বেকিংটা দেখেই ওয়াও মনে হয়। ডেজার্ট ছাড়া আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আর কি বানাতে পারেন?
থাই, চাইনিজটা পারি।
থাই আর চাইনিজ কুইজিনের মধ্যে পার্থক্যটা কি বলতে পারবেন?
কিছুটা কাছাকাছি, কারণ এই দুটার মধ্যে আপনার যেই জিনিস প্রোডাক্টগুলো আমরা ইউজ করি প্রায় একই রকম।
অনেকটা ডিফারেন্স আছে। থাই খুব ঝাল হয়, চাইনিজ অত ঝাল হয় না। আর থাইতে প্রচুর কোকোনাট ইউজ করে, চাইনিজে অত কোকোনাট ইউজ হয় না। এছাড়াও এরকম অনেক উদাহরণ আছে
জি
দুটো ফুডের মধ্যে।
জি,
সেরা রাঁধুনিতে কেন এসেছেন?
আমি মনে করি ম্যাম সেরা রাঁধুনি একটা হচ্ছে বিশাল বড় একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম, যেখানে নিজেকে আমি উপস্থাপন করতে পারবো সবার সামনে, আমি আমার প্রতিভাকে দেখাতে পারবো। ফিউচারে আমার খুব ইচ্ছা নিজেকে একজন সফল উদ্যোক্তা হিসেবে তৈরি করা। আমি মনে করি সে রাঁধুনি আমাকে সেই প্ল্যাটফর্মটা আমাকে তৈরি করে দিল।
আজকে যদি আমরা আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড না দিই তাহলে আপনার কেমন লাগবে?
ভালো খারাপ দুইটাই লাগবে। কার্ড পেলে ভালো লাগবে, না পেলে ইনশাল্লাহ পরের বার আরো ভালোভাবে চেষ্টা করে আসবো।
আপনি তো আমাদের আগের চ্যালেঞ্জেসগুলো দেখেছেন, অনেক ইন্টারন্যাশনাল, অনেক ফিউশন, অনেক ডিফারেন্ট টাইপ অফ চ্যালেঞ্জেস থাকে। সো আপনার মনে হয় আপনি রেডি?
ইয়েস, আমি রেডি।
তাহলে চলে আসেন, আপনাকে আমরা
চলে আসুন।
একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিতে চাচ্ছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি, ভালো লাগছে। জাজরা আমার ফুড খেয়ে অনেক প্রশংসা করেছে। ঢাকা অডিশনের জন্য একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে নেক্সট রাউন্ডে আমি যেতে পারবো কিনা।
সীমানা যতই হোক দেয়ালে ঘেরা, এ আমারই মঞ্চ, জানি আমি সেরা।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম।
আমি শারমিন সাবালিনা। আমি আজকে নিয়ে এসেছি পিনা কোলাডা পাইনাপেল কেক।
ভিজুয়ালি দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, প্রেজেন্টেশনটা ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কি করেন?
একাডেমিক পড়াশোনা শেষ করেছি আমি, আর বর্তমানে আমি কালিনারি আর্টসের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি, আর হোমমেড একটা খাবারের বিজনেস আছে যেটা আমি আমাদের এলাকাতে রান করছি।
শামিন, আপনি কোকোনাট ইউজ করেছেন এখানে?
না সে
পিনা কোলাডাতে কিন্তু কোকোনাট যায়। ইটস আ মিক্সচার অফ পাইনঅ্যাপল এন্ড
কোকোনাট।
আমার কাছে মানে কেকের টেস্টটা বেশ ভালো লেগেছে।
আমার কাছেও কেকের টেস্টটা ভালো লেগেছে। ইটস নট টু সুইট, দেয়ার ইজ পাইনঅ্যাপল when you call it
জুসি।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
আপনি এটা ছাড়া আর কি রান্না করতে পারেন? ঝাল খাবার কি রান্না করতে পারেন?
বিরিয়ানি, কাবাব, হচ্ছে মুঠি কাবাব, শামি কাবাব, কাবাবগুলো আছে, জালি কাবাব।
ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কোনো খাবার?
যেমন চাইনিজের মধ্যে ফ্রাইড রাইস, চিলি চিকেন, ওনথন, থাই স্যুপ, এগুলো সব পারি।
চাইনিজের মধ্যে তো থাই আসে না।
নার্ভাস কেন?
আসছে না।
আমি জানি আপনি জানেন, বাট আপনি নার্ভাস কেন এত?
প্রথমবার আমার অডিশন, তো সেই জন্য।
আগে কেন আসেন?
আগে আমি মানে গত সিজন আমি ভাবছিলাম যে দিব, তারপর ভাবলাম যে না, আমি একটু কাঁচা আসছি, এখানে তো দেখি অনেক সব দক্ষ সবাই আসে, ওই জন্য আমি ভাবছিলাম একটু ভালো মতো শিখে তারপর যাই, সেই জন্য।
আপনার মনে হয় আপনি এবারের জন্য রেডি?
হ্যাঁ, আমার মনে হয় আমি রেডি আছি এবারের জন্য।
তাহলে আমরাও রেডি। আসলে আপনাকে একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেই।
থ্যাংক ইউ শেফ। সেরাধনের ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি, আর আশা করছি গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনের জন্য সিলেক্ট হব ইনশাল্লাহ। এটা পেয়েছি, এটাতে অনেক খুশি লাগছে। ইনশাল্লাহ গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনের জন্য সিলেক্ট হলে আরও বেশি খুশি হব।
Mình đang tô phần lông của chú vịt mẹ với cái màu tím nha. Chú Khắc ơi, cái giấy khai sinh đấy có cần ngay hôm nay không? Hôm nay cháu không đi công chứng được, nếu mà cần ngay thì phải dùng bản sao. Nhưng mà hơi tiếc bản sao vì hôm đấy nhà cháu làm có mấy cái. Tưởng là chưa cần ngay để mai cháu đi công chứng thì lấy bản công chứng. Nhưng mà nếu cần ngay thì để lại nộp bản sao vậy. Bản sao hôm đấy nhà cháu lại làm hơi ít. Làm có 5 cái thì lại lộp hôm trước một cái rồi hôm nay 2 cái nữa là 3 cái. Thế thôi đưa luôn, hôm nào cháu lại đi làm vậy. Tưởng là chưa cần gấp ấy thì là để cháu công chứng thì nó dễ hơn. Công chứng thì công chứng ở đâu cũng được, nhưng mà bản sao thì phải đúng ủy ban. Vâng, cần luôn thì lấy luôn. Vâng. Thế chú nhé. Mình đã tô xong với cái màu tím rồi nhá. Mình sẽ cắt cái màu tím này đi. Với phần lông của chú vịt con mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu vàng nha. Với cái phần mỏ và phần chân cũng vẫn là cái màu nâu. Mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu này.